4:15. Beautiful day. A lot of it's been inside because I didn't sleep well. Had to go to the post office. Made it just in time to the post office. Some fruit. Came back to the house. I just felt exhausted. I don't know why. Probably because I didn't sleep well. Lay down on the couch. The boys came in. They sat with me. Fell asleep again. Glad we're getting out now. Still tired. It's a long weekend though, so I've got 2 more days this time. So, while I got some little chores done this morning, a few of the Savo, the day's not a complete bust. Especially if once we get this walk in, it'll feel like something's been achieved. Oops. Come on. I'm now re-evaluating going to Woolworths at Katoomba instead of Emu Plains. This is probably just because of it's a couple of sets of traffic lights as you go through Wentworth Falls. So if they're not synchronising, then the traffic's going to be held up like this. Because we seem to surge, then stop, then surge, then stop. So it is probably just the traffic lights. I'm heading this way now. Emu Plains is definitely further away now. Now I said to my wife, look, I'll drive up to Woolies to buy some of the produce and stuff that we want, because the last order we got delivered, there was some rotten fruit in it, a couple of the refrigerated items, fresh salads and couscous and that sort of stuff. Their use by date was the day that they were being delivered, and they got delivered at night, so they were no good. Got refunds for those things, but I just said, look, I'll just go up and I'll hand pick the stuff that we want, and we'll be set this time. Beautiful day to sit in traffic. That was a much bigger shop than anticipated. Just taking the trolley back, so I can be like Tucker and get all excited about it. Inside. Look, no hands. Special money. It's busier than expected too. The trolleys allow you to put a $1 coin or a $2 coin in, or if you were lucky enough to be in the stores when they first started out, you would get these little tokens. This had a holder, but I found that it was popping out of the holder, and it's about the size of a $1 coin. My wife got one which is metal and is on a much better key ring, and it's the size of a $2 coin, so that's the one that she uses. I just keep this in my wallet so that when I go to the shops I can do it. But yeah, much bigger shop than anticipated. My wife was basically shopping at home online on the Woolworths store, and I was using that as the shopping list, and so as I was going around I would just delete it from the cart as I was going, and so we got to the end and we had 5 things I couldn't get because they were out of stock of those items, mainly because they were on special. So now head back to the house, put all this stuff away. I did not expect to be out this long, but at least I know that the produce is good. The cold items have 4 to 5 days available on them, compared to the one we got last week, which expired the day it got delivered. Still says my tyre pressure is low. Check. It turns out that traffic was just because of the traffic lights at Wentworth Falls. I don't know how long this feature's been in at the self-checkouts, because I haven't been to the store in a long time. Especially not to do a lot of grocery shopping. I might have run in to grab milk or something like that. I know that they started having cameras over the top to help look after it. And this one saw me readjusting something in the bottom of the bag, and then it goes, oh, we don't think we registered the last item that went in the bag. So the guy came over, you could see what it was on the thing still, and he just did a rewind, and it showed me putting it in and then readjusting it. He goes, yep, all good. And then with the fruit and veg, I bought 2 different types of bananas. Ones that, like just the regular Cavendish, and these other organic ones that have like a red wax on the end of them. And I sat it on the scale, pressed fresh produce, and it automatically just came up with 2 bananas to choose from. So I just picked the ones with the red, put them in the bag, then I got the next bananas out, put them down, pressed the thing, produce, and all it did was bring up Cavendish bananas, said that, weighed it. I then got my broccoli, put it down, pressed the thing to start searching, and it automatically just brought up broccoli, weighed it, put it in the bag. Definitely a way in which AI is helpful. As I was leaving, I said to the guy who'd helped me, I said, geez, I like how the camera picks up what you've got on the thing when you're weighing it. And he goes, yeah, just got to check it though, because sometimes it gets it wrong. Everything's got a barcode on it now. Individual apples. So rather than looking up the apple, I just scanned the barcode, then set the bag on the thing, because it says, oh, you need to weigh these, and it weighed them. And with avocados, they're each, so just scan it, said we need a quantity, put in the quantity, put them in the bag. The shopping experience is changing. I go through the self-checkout just because I really pack my bags full. And I know that there's a thing that one of the checkers once said to me, they've been told they're not allowed to pack them too full, because then they might be too heavy, then they'll get in trouble. I really Tetris my stuff into the bags and put all like things together, all the cans, and all of the shopping fits in 5 bags, 2 cold bags and 3 others. The bread's on there in a bag on its own. If we had bought this online, this would have arrived in about 12 bags. And Coles has even gone one step further to try and make sure that they don't overfill bags that are being delivered, and the paper bags are only half height now. So they can only fill them up so far. The Woolworths ones are still a really tall bag, like a regular shopping bag. Oh, look at me getting all excited about grocery shopping. I think now I'm going to get stuck in traffic going down the mountain. 3:22, Sunday afternoon. All the tourists who came up here and now going down. There were several large groups of tourists that came into the grocery store. Traffic's not going too fast down the hill, but then again, just like Wentworth Falls, there's a number of traffic lights right along here near the Katoomba Township, so I think it may be just that. Back at the lookout, you might be able to see out there the brown treetops all along there. That's all from the hazard reduction burning they were doing a few weeks back. So that leads up into the gully behind our houses and the houses on the other side, and all this area, wilderness. And if you kind of go that way, Katoomba's up that way. And we've just taken a nice steady walk out here. That man wants to jog and I'm trying to get him just to walk so he gets the exercise without being too strenuous. It's a good time to think and reflect on these walks, because it seems to be the only thing I'm getting done on the weekends. Stuff I want to do in the yard and I just can't motivate myself to get there. I lack motivation in the mornings. And with all the courses I've been doing, you would think I'd be on top of it, but all that does is raise my awareness of it, make me knowing what's going on, and I need to try and apply those strategies that I'm learning to myself. I'm getting them somewhat applied to work. Getting them applied to home, like exercise, stuff in the yard, stuff around the house, stuff that my mind just wants to think about. Yeah, trying to get on top of that. Got to work at that. Well, sooner rather than later. If you've seen enough of these walks, guess which way we're walking now, based on where Sam is. Yeah, that's that job done. Moved the quarter lines, they were the ones that were down in the gardens, beds, the little rectangular ones. Just brought them up to here in the fence where I've taken the grass out. Next thing will be to remove this grass down to the backyard, grab the other quarter line which you can just see there, that'll go here. And then I think we're going to be moving these ones and getting something smaller for there so they don't grow all the way out into the footpath.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
Eating a chicken. This is the old TAFE building down in Ultimo. That's where I do my metal training. Made a mistake while walking over here, so I took the pedestrian tunnel to get underneath Broadway rather than crossing the road, and the tunnel on this side that would bring you up on the country end of the platforms was blocked off, so it took me all the way through to the suburban trains. So I walked back through the tunnels of the suburban trains, got as far as I could to to platform 16. Had to walk up onto platform 16 further down, go down the stairs, and there to come come through the main concourse, which you saw. Train leaves in about half an hour. There was an earlier train, but there was no way I was going to make it in time, so I just know, well, I'll walk through.
The next train to arrive on platform 7 ends here. Please do not get on this train. The train on platform 6 goes to Rye. First stop, Stratford, then Epping, Hornsey, Bravado, Howard, Hawkesbury River, Wonderland, Woodall.
Government Customs Laws.